This is Cars and Bids.
I'm Kenan.
I'm Filippo.
And today we're going car spotting right here at the desk.
Oof, don't have to go anywhere.
Nice.
All right.
These days, auto shows have kind of become a little lame. Like the automakers aren't really doing auto shows anymore. But there was a time when auto shows were the biggest game in town. You drive from miles to go see the auto show. And today we're going to look at some vintage auto shows on YouTube and see what we can see. Are you ready?
So ready.
Let's do it.
Let's do it. Okay, car spotting at auto shows. We've got our first auto show queued right up. Kenan, take it away.
Check out that blue square. This is the Detroit Auto Show in 1998.
Oh, the
play
play this is
button.
coming on a camcorder. All right, put it just scrub around. Put it somewhere in the
scrub a
middle.
little.
98 Detroit Auto Show.
The
Thunderbird. This must have been a concept Thunderbird though.
Oh,
Lincoln
the
LS.
Man, the
Oh,
LS was a
man.
good-looking car.
Back
Yep.
in the day. Moving around. The Mazda.
MPV.
This is an MPV concept.
That is
some
an
sort
MPV concept because
high
you can tell because of the
performance
taillights.
MPV
Sport Track.
Ford Sport Track would have been a big deal.
Or Explorer.
Oh, everybody's crowding around it like, whoa.
Man, look at that, swarmed around it.
This
Wearing
did kind of
suits.
start this segment. It was probably the four-door SUV pickup truck. It was
They
a
did
huge
it on a
thing.
hill to show how powerful it was.
What is that?
What is this? Some sort of Ford 50s looking concept car.
The Chrysler
300M. 300M. It came out for the 99 model year.
So that was production. Oh God.
Look at
Oh,
these
go to
this
the
old
Dodge.
neon.
Jeez.
The 96 minivan. Oh yeah, zoom in
The
on
98
the
maybe
Dodge.
after the
The
Durango.
Dodge. The old Durango.
Wow. What? Okay.
PT
Cruiser,
PT came out
yeah.
for the 01 model year. There's the
Oh,
Power
Viper.
Wagon.
That
Power
Ram
Wagon
concept,
concept. The Viper, the OG, that's the second gen Viper.
Oh,
SLR
SLR.
Vision. SLR Vision. That
that
was
what the
the
concept was?
that was the
Dang.
concept car for the SLR, which of course didn't come out till 04.
XLR.
The XLR?
Yep.
No,
did
but
it
it's a
come out?
concept version of it.
As you remember, that was the
Camaro
art-
concept.
the
Wow,
art and
and that-
science.
But back in the day, they called it was a Pontiac because Pontiac was still a brand. But you can see a lot of the Camaro, which didn't come out till 09,
Yeah.
10 years later in
Totally,
this car.
yeah.
Aztek
Aztek.
concept.
God, that looks so good.
Aztek
See, I can't
concept.
skip around. We're going to miss stuff.
This is a Bugatti.
Oh, yeah. What was that? What's that called?
I don't remember there being a two-door Bugatti. I didn't know about this car.
EB67.
But boy, does it look like a
60
Sultan
It's probably
car.
the EB118. How interesting. I didn't realize. Yeah, it does look like a Sultan car. It so does. I didn't know Bugatti. And God, Bugatti bringing a car to Detroit to show off.
Yeah.
Like
No,
it
that's
was
an
a
XLR.
different era.
Man,
XLR concept
Yeah,
for sure. It was a different era.
Ooh, what's that?
Man, this is crazy to see.
Head-up display and something.
Oh, well, night vision. That was
Night
like
vision,
GM's big thing
yeah.
they pioneered for like the 2000 model year.
vision.
This was this Cadillac that had
Man,
this
I'll tell you
night
what, it's a
vision.
good-looking concept car. And then the actual car ended up being also, I think, pretty good-looking.
And,
Yeah.
and pretty
And
true to the
pretty true to the
concept.
original,
Yeah.
yeah.
PT Cruiser. So this would have been a
SLR.
concept PT Cruiser in 98.
But it would have been a late concept, like pretty close. To
The real
production.
one didn't come out till 01. So this would have been early. It was like the idea of bringing retro is a
No,
hot theme
that's
here.
too
Very hot.
production ready. That's
It's hot as my tea right now.
This is
close.
98.
no,
in January
that
of
is a
98.
production one.
It didn't come out till 2001. Motor Trend Car of the Year. May have been 2000. But regardless, it would have been a couple
Ooh,
years.
Wait, go back a second, Kenan. I think they had PT Cruiser with a Z.
Was it what?
PT Cruiser with a Z.
Cruise.
Go to that SLR.
Yeah, I'm so excited for the SLR. Oh, look at that. That is what it looked
SLR
like.
Vision.
Yeah, look at what's behind it. X5,
X5.
big on the wall because that was the year.
It was huge. X5 came out in 2000. And so in 98, that would have been a big,
Huge
big
deal.
deal
Yeah.
that they were announcing in.
Which auto show is this?
This is 98 Detroit.
Detroit.
So
When
January
is
of
Detroit?
98.
January? Okay.
Thunderbird.
Very true to what it ended up being.
Thunderbird didn't come out till 02.
Yeah.
So this is again an
Ooh,
early
the
thing.
Santa
There's something
Fe.
Felipe
Oh,
care
the
about.
Santa Fe.
The first Santa Fe.
This was 98. I mean, this was a huge deal because the little crossover segment was just starting. The RAV4 and the CRV had come out, but no one else had like gone in yet. And then Hyundai showed up with this
yeah.
abysmal vehicle.
And unlike Chrysler that can put out or Ford that can put out a concept 2 years prior, Hyundai could not.
No, they
needed
showed
to
it,
be out.
and this is a concept. This is not the production car.
Yeah,
The
sure.
wheels are different, few, but it was pretty true. This is
Production
basically
ready.
what the Santa Fe looked like. Kenan, go back to what you just had. The orange car, I think,
Yeah,
was
what
the
was
Z
that?
Concept. Yeah, it was the Z Concept.
You're right.
I remember this Z Concept from the time. It was kind of a weak car, like
Yes.
but it was also kind of, it seemed pretty production-y. But Nissan
not.
would be years before Nissan came back with
and
the Z.
thankfully,
Not till 03.
Not so.
I'm glad they waited.
Here's the Sport Track.
No. That
What is that?
That is an Xterra pickup.
Oh wait, so this is that Z Concept coming on stage. This is an Xterra pickup.
It has to be,
Should have
right?
done it.
That's what
Another
it has to be.
mistake for Nissan. Totally agree. That's exactly what it looks like. Or it's a Frontier. It's a Desert Runner Frontier situation.
Yeah, but it's an
But
Xterra.
regardless, yeah, that's the hope.
Another mistake for
Yeah,
Nissan.
click on it. That's what it is.
It does look more Frontier.
But it is an Xterra pickup. Like it's a
the
Frontier.
world's first SUT.
I almost lost the clutch.
World's first SUT, except of course for
The world's
Sport
first
Track.
SUT, except the difference was the Sport Track was debuted this auto show and went on sale, and this
Never did.
they did a 4-door Frontier on this body, but it wasn't anything special.
No.
How
Longer bed,
interesting!
though.
This really is a Frontier pickup, like that, or an Xterra pickup. That's
yeah.
what it looks like it was trying to be.
It has the same rear window
Yep.
cut line and
Plastic arches, the wheels are the same, the
headlights are the same.
running board, the
basically.
headlights. How interesting!
Who knew?
All right, give us something else.
Mm-hmm.
How interesting! I never knew that was a thing, and boy, should they have run with it. There's that Pontiac. That was probably a preview because the GTO, interesting because the Camaro and Firebird were actually still on sale. They were sold through 02,
Right.
But you do get a pretty good idea of what the next gen Camaro, and there was no Firebird, of course, by then looked like. It didn't come out till 09.
And what happens when you kill a brand? You put that much work into doing a design, etc. Maybe you just steal the design language.
They were still thinking. No, and then instead they came out with the Aztek. Click on that. There it is.
There it is. Look at that mighty, noble steed.
Everybody always says the Aztek concept was pretty cool and the real production one was bad. I totally disagree.
Wholeheartedly.
This looks so Shenyang.
Yeah, it really does.
It really does.
Even more so than the real car.
Such
It
a great
is
point.
not an attractive car. It was never an attractive car, but
I love it
the
so much.
lifestyle, off-roady, live in your car kind of segment, this was an early adopter of that.
And at some point, somebody will come out with an SUV that's offered with a tent, and people will go crazy.
That is so true. Look at this Hyundai Recon. Kind of looks Ioniq 5e. Look at that.
It looks very Ioniq 5e.
Infinity?
No, Hyundai
But
Recon.
that badge on the wheel
Wasn't
not.
it? It's an Oldsmobile Recon. That's what it is.
Oh, that's what that logo is. Yeah.
They
Should have made that. That is so far ahead of its time. That would look good
Totally.
today.
That is what all EVs now look like.
Yeah, little did they know.
That you make the wheels a little bigger. You maybe round it a little bit. This is a
It's pretty good. What's this?
Mercury.
What is that? Mercury?
some sort of
wow.
bad Mercury.
Oh,
Wow.
that looks so early 2000s
Yep, it's
idea
so
of the
early
future.
2000s. The
I
fender
love
flares,
the holes in the bumper,
the holes in the bumper, the lights doing the same line as the hood.
What is
oh
that?
God,
That is
man.
very.
No treatment to the
Mercury
tile.
My
My
parentheses.
S2K.
Oh, S2000. S2000 at the 98 Detroit Auto Show. Big deal.
Wow, that was
and the
inside
original
behind it.
Insight on hubcaps that never came with. How interesting.
And a little more rounded than the reality.
Insight
That's
didn't
a concept
come out
show.
until 99. This was a production car, I think. The headlights are different, but
Bumper's
like
different.
this is no, the headlights are the same. The
No.
wheels though, these are wheels. These are hubcaps from a Civic.
Yeah, but it's not the same. It's the headlights are a little off, as is the bumper treatment.
Yeah. But when they eventually came out, I guess it was the 2000 model
I think
year.
it was
The Insight came out for
2006 year.
2000
Yeah.
because Prius came out in 01.
We got to see the Mitsubishi Dancers.
Oh, God.
What is this
And a
nonsense?
chainsaw. What car could possibly be worth a smoke show and a chainsaw?
From
You know,
Mitsubishi in the 90s.
The Axiom. No, the Mitsubishi Endeavor, of course.
some sort of weird
What
concept car that
Awful.
it's supposed to. It looks retro, but they had no
but-
retro history.
But only the front looks retro. The back looks like the Endeavor.
How bizarre. Okay.
Camera people.
Wow.
Wow.
What a vehicle.
Look at that. That
That's
interior.
what could have been.
Oh my
I'm
God.
sad it wasn't.
I don't know. That's not something. Mitsubishi Concept.
Look at that steering.
Give us something different.
That's incredible.
It is bizarre and ridiculous.
Ooh.
This is some sort of Buick
The Ciela.
Ciela. You know what I'd really love to see is some production cars.
That's so bubbly.
Roll over and see if any production cars come up. I mean, the concepts are cool because that was such a big feature of this era. But
Well, there's a
what was
nice-
that? Oh,
there's-
X5. That was X5. Click on that. There you go.
Oh.
Look at that.
Oh,
Wow.
Dang.
Love the 53.
I
Actually.
love the words in the background. Majestic 740i.
Wow. There's that terrible S-Class. Oh, there's
355.
355 Spider, 550.
333 SP.
Yeah.
Looks like a 550.
It's a
That's a
550
550.
Maranello. And then
I see why you think it might
It
be
looks
back.
like a
333 SP.
Convertible.
What else would it have been?
456.
99.
36.
The 456 should have been there. So maybe that's this front one. And then
I guess
360.
360 was for 19. Came out in 1999,
99.
but it probably
That's that. Probably the
must
red
be
coupe.
that. Yeah.
How interesting.
Is that 550 not a
Oh,
Oh,
996 was
996.
brand new.
Yeah.
Let it play. Let it
Look
play.
how clear those headlights are.
Yep. And without the orange
the
in them.
TL 3.2.
Oh, the TL and the RL are sitting right there. TL was also new in that auto show. It came out in 99, that body style. So here's two brand new, very special brand new cars. They both came out for the 99 model year. Oh,
TT.
there's TT.
Oh, TT.
TT's doing its thing, about to come out for
98.
It came out for 2000.
No.
Maybe you're right. I'll check that.
Yeah, you do that. 98. What a
Wow.
car. What a, they're the only ones that did the bubble shape correctly.
And production-y. A lot of these bubble cars are concepts, but you know,
TL
There's
or
that fender that changed the
that
world.
fender that changed the world, and the headlight shape that changed the world, and the no bumpers that changed the world. I mean, there's so much in this car. It's interesting though, looking back at this video, a lot of the concept cars have similar elements, but it was the TT that brought a lot of this stuff to
to the
production.
road. Yeah.
Very bubbly.
Engines.
I love those engine displays personally.
That's the TT stuff.
TT interior. Oh, we got
X5. There it is.
Look at that
Huge
mighty
deal.
steed.
Hard to explain to young folks today just how much of a big deal it was when BMW came out with an SUV. Just totally
Oh,
changed
robots
the
have
world.
gotten out of it.
Huh.
The future has arrived.
The future has arrived.
Boy, were they right.
Boy, were they right.
They really crushed it there. Oh, they've got
Skis.
skis.
Okay.
Well, of course, when you take your SUV skiing.
I love the weird German. They just can't
The
help
Germans-
themselves.
Look
Wow.
at BMW's
A
making
new
this. This is
driving
the world
dimension.
premiere. This is the very first time in the world the X5 has ever been shown.
Detroit is the right place to do that, to be honest.
It was an American thing. I mean,
Yep.
they were building it in the U.S., so I'm sure there was some pressure to show it in the
first
U.S.
gen one was built in the U.S.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the
Yeah.
S5 was built in the U.S. South Carolina from the very beginning. Because remember, the factory went into place for the Z3 in '96.
I thought the factory came the next generation for some reason.
No, they did it.
Incorrectly, clearly.
They did it from the very start.
Ooh,
Oh,
the
Chevy
Impala.
Impala, which was also new for 2000. God, there were so many great cars new for 2000. Boy, they have these old Impalas in the background, and then they're looking on the giant disappointment in the foreground. The Beetle was a huge deal.
Beetle, yeah.
Also came out in 98.
Wait, they had an RSI? Is that it?
Oh, look at that. Click on that. They had an RSI there. That's so
Well,
baller. Go back.
see
Arrow
that.
key that.
Oh,
That is
That
so
is
cool.
so
I have never
cool.
seen an RSI Beetle.
neither have I. One of my all-time favorite cars.
Looks
I
like
think
a concept,
it's so
though.
weird and so cool.
So weird. Wow. Because these wheels, the RSI had even better wheels. It had the million spokes.
Yeah. Oh, man. And that body kit just looks so purposeful.
Was the Beetle for
Saturn.
97?
Saturn.
When it came
No,
out?
the Beetle was for
99?
99, I thought.
99.
Saturn, I have an idea. You won't for long.
The SC Coupe.
SC Coupe.
Wow.
Or the SC,
Saturn was also a big deal because it was doing a big design change then too. The next generation SC with the door that opened was the huge deal. That was the big thing about this car. It had this door on the driver's side only that gave you access to the rear seat.
Like the RX-8.
Like the RX-8
which came way later.
Yeah, obviously.
And the Saturn only had it on one side, but it was a huge deal. The RX-8 didn't come till what, 03?
What year? I think that's right. What year did Saturn go out of business?
08, 09 was
So
the
they
end
had
of the
10 years left. They didn't realize they had 10
09
years
was the
ticking.
last body car, I think.
No. All right, keep going. Oh, Xterra, which was also new at that time.
New
God,
for
there were so
98.
many cars that were just...
98 was a good year,
I think it was a good year.
as it turns out.
There it is.
There it is.
Nissan Xterra.
Oh, so when they
Had the idea.
when they did the SUT,
She
the
looks
Xterra
enthused.
hadn't come out yet.
The Xterra hadn't even come out yet.
This was a real potential concept for them.
God, did you see the people inside? They're
I know.
wearing like tank tops and like they really wanted to make it a point of who was going to be driving this car.
She was looking down, which looked like it was her phone, but that wouldn't have been a thing in 1998.
But then you're in Detroit in January, so you leave the convention center.
Man, look at that.
The Isuzu.
Vehicross.
Yeah, but
Wow.
yeah,
Iron Man
Iron Man
Vehicross.
I remember it dearly. We
Go a little
posted
more and
one.
then we'll do one more auto show.
Ooh, the
Oh, Echo. Echo was new for 2000. It was a big deal. It was like a small car with the interior of a big car.
Man, snowboards.
Hey,
They're
look
really
at the snowboarder.
strapping.
The idea that anyone would have ever taken an Echo snowboarding. Also, those wheels never came out.
No, look at those alloys.
What is that? That Echo version never came out.
Yeah, what
those
do you mean?
No, those wheels were offered in other
Oh, the
markets on
wheels,
the
the wheels.
hatchback.
Sure, but
But they didn't do one with all that painted stuff. This was they over echoed. This never happened.
they reverbed, if you will.
Yeah. Keep going. Go forward.
All right, let's see what else there is.
996.
996, gorgeous.
So the big deal was the launch. They were launching the Carrera 4.
4.
They had already launched the 996, but an all-wheel drive model is what they were launching. That was the big deal. Nobody really cared, probably.
And where do you do it? You do it where all the automotive magazines are.
Look at that, 996,
Man, look at that.
996. No turbos. Wouldn't have had a turbo then.
Nope. Not till 01.
Oh,
There's that
That's
Bugatti.
What is it? Will we know? Will we find out?
I guess it's the EB 118.
But it's such a downgrade from the EB110.
It is EB118.
And remember, there was a four-door sedan too, the EB112.
You can kind of see where the Veyron headlights started to come from, though.
How interesting they had French plates on the concept car, despite the fact that this version of Bugatti was Italian. Panoz AIV, that was just coming out too. Boy, a lot of new debuts. Esperante was probably a big deal.
Yeah. How deep did you have to go to get to A1V? Like, how did you get there in your brain?
AIV, those aluminum-intensive vehicle. Kenan and I know the AIV well. He considered one instead of the Viper.
I did.
Then he remembered. It's a Panoz.
Ooh, the Outback.
Oh, yeah, Outback. That Outback was new for 2000. The original one went 95 to 99, the Legacy. This Outback SUS, the sedan version.
I remember
2001, it was a huge deal. 99, maybe. The Jetta. 99 Jetta.
Yeah.
That was the start of the Mark IV. Yeah.
Oh, look at
Oh,
that.
there's the Ferrari. That was a 456.
Well, they wouldn't let her on the stand.
No, she just couldn't get a giant camcorder and all the microphone equipment. And a nice 550.
I mean, none of these cars were new. And that is not a 360.
No, it's not. It's a 550. They didn't bring a 360. They didn't care.
They didn't care.
Okay, pull up the other one. The other auto show that we got ready to go was
the
03 Geneva. There's a reason for that.
Oh, yeah, is that right?
The 2003 Geneva Motor Show.
Anybody want to guess what that reason is?
What was debuted there? Kenan, do you have any idea? Hyundai had a car. Hyundai took cars to Europe.
Yeah, but
Crazy.
why?
Keep going.
They sold some there, but like the Creta.
We'll see if we can find it. I
Well,
know
just click.
exactly
Just click.
Ooh, the Alpha
No, I
Spider.
wanted to see random.
You skipped
Phantom
the
would have been a
Alpha
huge deal
Phantom
because
would have been
Phantom was
gigantic,
just coming out. It came out like 04. Phantom was probably like, whoa. And I bet at the time, especially because Rolls had been making kind of middling cars for a long time, to show up with this thing, and it's BMW's first Rolls Royce. And then Mercedes is over here. We can compete. No, you can't.
No, you can't.
Not even close.
Nice try.
Not even close.
Back to the drawing board there.
In 10 years, they'd be
When I
like, CLK, of course.
I think the Phantom would have had the V16 at the time, too, because they were going to do V16 originally and then went to V12.
But that looked like a production
But
car.
I think that, yeah.
The 03 E-Class was
Did
just
it?
coming out, the
CLK
211.
Come out
211,
already?
man.
It came out for 03.
No, it came out for 03. This is the 211
So
E-Class.
these aren't concept. These are just
No, but
the new
it's
cars.
they're big
Yeah,
deal
yeah.
cars.
The
Is it still
65.
Whoa!
Dang.
That's early because this didn't come out in the US till 05.
Wow, that is early.
They're showing that thing early.
Z4.
What Z4? Oh, this is the second gen Z4. What is that?
First gen Z4.
First gen Z4. It came
Well,
out
yeah,
for
yeah.
The second gen
second-
Z
yeah,
Roadster, yeah.
What was that? What is that?
The X3.
This?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
X3.
X3.
Oh, because X3 came out in 04.
Yep. It was a big deal.
What are they trying to tie that to? Oh, yeah.
CSL.
Boom.
46 M3 CSL.
How cool
nice.
is that?
Ooh, the Touran.
The Touran.
Wow, what a
I like the
presentation of that.
rotisserie. in
I
this.
know, it's quite nice.
How cool.
How sweet.
There's the Touran showing up for the first time. Oh, look, the old Touareg in the video. The original Touareg, which was also
multivan?
just coming out, multivan. They did a good job of shooting the new stuff. The
Beetle
Beetle was still
convertible.
a concept. This was still a concept, the convertible. The convertible took them years to figure out.
Boy,
They didn't come out till like
not
05.
surprised.
Some sort
The Skoda Fabia.
of Skoda rally car.
Yeah.
Oh, this is amazing.
A3.
A3. Was A3 new at the time in 03?
No, it came out for 02.
They're giving it a lot of...
Or maybe a little bit
The
before
V6 TT was new. That was a big deal. They came out with the
that. The
DSG.
A2. Oh, I love the A2.
Look at that nice A2 with the big wheels that nobody ever got.
That had been out already, but
It was out. Yeah, it was out.
my
But maybe
father
there was
ran
some-
into the
Continental GT. That's
Boom.
a big deal.
I bet that was like aside from our star of this
So
video.
The other CGT.
I bet that was the star of the show. I seem to recall the other CGT debuted alongside this in production form in 03. I kind of remember that they were both like vying for like coolest.
There it
There you
is.
go.
Boom.
Silver brown.
Yeah.
The concept car, very same as the production car, the first production car. So Carrera GT debuted as a production car at this auto show. This is the very first time it had ever been showed as a production car.
When was it shown at the
Showing a lot
concept?
of 996.
2000 Paris.
I was hoping it would go past the 996.
996 GT3.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the dot .2 GT3.
There was never a .1 in the US. There may have been
Right.
overseas.
This is.
I'm surprised that it's a big deal because it came out in the US in 04, but
I guess the facelift, and they changed a lot for the dot .2.
would have figured out in Europe though. They'd already done it.
Wow.
Astra.
The Astra might have been, and the Mariva was what we were just seeing.
You
before
know that Astra, the GTC. We eventually got that Astra.
we did,
in the
but
US.
never the GTC.
Never the GTC.
No, that's not. That's true.
They only sold the Saturn Astra with one
With
powertrain, one
the 5-door.
weak powertrain. Oh, there we go.
Challenge Stradale.
World premiere of Challenge Stradale. What an auto show! Continental GT, Phantom, Carrera GT, and Challenge
Stradale.
Stradale all show up together. Pretty good. Wow, and there's the Enzo.
Yeah.
There it is. It's just sitting on the show floor. I can't believe that. It's amazing to think about it now. At the time, it was just a new car they had to show. I think the other thing was Gallardo debuted here too. I think this was the world premiere of Gallardo.
That is a big year.
Production Gallardo.
Yes.
Man,
I believe this was. And so I remember Carrera GT's debut was like, there was a lot going on. Mercy on phone dials. How cool.
man, auto manufacturers were just crushing it.
Crushing it.
These are all very desirable cars.
What a time period. And then, of course, there's this.
There's typical Geneva Motor Show stuff.
Get out of here. Saab.
9.3.
9.3 convertible.
That was a refresh, too.
Wasn't it new? It came out in 03.
I have to think about that. But fundamentally, it was the same.
No,
there was a refresh.
It came out in 03.
There was a
That
refresh.
Saab came out in 03. It was brand
a refresh
new.
in 03.
No, the previous one was the hatchback one. The hatchback one went away in 03. This is brand new.
It's the same car.
No, it's not. It was
we can all
completely
agree
different.
It's the same car.
You're going to get annihilated in the
I
comments.
am not. Everybody refers to this as the OG 9.3, but that it really is. Alfa Romeo and the Subaru B9 Tribeca had shared a lot of inspiration. Now we know.
This actually looks better than the toenail. 307 or 306.
The 206 is what you saw there, but there was the 307 too.
So, God, Peugeot shows a bunch of crap, and then this, which there wasn't a single person there who thought they might
307,
make.
which
307
is new,
convertible. That was a big deal.
Yeah,
and the Pluriel, C3 Pluriel.
Yeah.
What did it say? Cabrio of the year.
Yeah. God.
Remember the thing about the Pluriel was you could take the roof rails off and leave them.
That's right. The Citroen C5 Concept, maybe. No, the C5 came out before that point. So I don't know.
C2 VTR type thing.
Yeah, very cool.
That is cool. That looks
single exit exhaust.
Legit. You know how that sounds. It sounds just like his Fiat.
Yep. Yeah, not great. Well, the Fiat does sound great.
What was Lexus showing in Europe? Oh, the RX, which became its first big hit in Europe, the RX Hybrid.
Big hit is such a strong word.
Well, RX Hybrids are
and
popular.
the Prado. Yeah.
Two-door Prado. This car came out that early? Yeah, I guess it did. The GX came out around then.
God,
Suzuki.
Grand Vitara.
Aereo.
Oh, I love the Aereo.
Oh.
A nice Aereo SX5. Wow, they showed it alongside the concept for the
Swift.
For the Swift.
I didn't know the Aereo was sold in Europe. I've never seen one there.
The Micro Concept, does it look like that in 03?
That was the regular production one.
That was the regular.
This is the Z.
Yeah.
This is the Z, which would have been the Z at the time, coming out just then. That would have been a big deal to see in Europe. Of course, no one in Europe bought one.
No. The Almera.
These are the cars people in Europe actually buy.
Yep. Not that.
Nope, that never happened. Go further. This is great content.
We're enjoying it.
I don't know if the audience cares, but I'm here for it. What is that? Oh, I remember that. It was not Porsche. It was some tuner company. Remember this came up on Instagram like a year ago?
Yes,
some
I do.
Off-road 911. They were ahead of their time.
Natural gas powered.
The Bedouin, that's right. But who was it? Was it Roof? It was somebody like that.
Ford booth, the C-Max, the Focus C-Max, and that's the C-Max. I thought I saw an S-Max in the background too.
Is that a Galaxy? Or
that's a Galaxy.
Man.
I love the Focus S-Max.
Oh, the street car. I ran one of those in Greece one time. Neither of the headlights worked.
That sounds right.
Oh, look at that.
Ford GT.
There it is. Came to Europe. It doesn't have the 100 in the headlights.
No,
I wonder
it
if it's the concept. It's probably the concept.
Yep, one dash.
Yeah.
They figured that out.
Probably.
But still, again, Carrera GT, Ford GT.
What an auto show to walk around. Enzo was sitting there. Challenger Dollar's sitting there. Phantom is sitting there.
And the Ford C-Max.
And the Ford Street Car.
And the
street car, which is almost importable. All right, give us one more.
The RX-8.
RX-8. Another car that didn't really find buyers in Europe.
No, go back to where you were. Yeah.
What, the Kia Amante?
Yep.
Which was called, in Europe, it was called the Grandeur? No. What was it called?
Find out in a second.
Imris? What is that? Opris, of course. Yes.
Opyrus?
Opyrus. That's hard. Jag, the XJ was the new aluminum XJ was just coming out.
Now,
huge
did it look
car.
the same as the other one? Yes.
No, not to those who know. Like Ken and me.
Actually do know that. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a big deal, the aluminum XJ. Mitsubishi Outlander. Mm-hmm. Trash then, trash now. Yep. Still see him occasionally. Vantage concept looks a lot like the Vantage, which didn't come out till 06.
Yeah, very subtle difference.
Aston, come on, get your stuff together. Amazing to see those old auto shows.
It really is. And like you said, they're falling out of fashion now, but I'm glad we can go back and look at these because it's fun to see where the concepts evolve to, but it's also cool to see stuff as new stuff. It's just
it's very interesting to see where the concepts evolve to. And yes, it is interesting to see like an Outlander shiny.
Yeah.
It's been 20 years since we've seen a shiny.
Any of these cars are, yeah.
or that people cared enough to video, like People, whenever I see those old cars on the road, people put in a ton of effort to launch these cars. Engineering, marketing.
And teams of people put in.
And this was their job for their whole for a whole quarter, a whole half a year was launching the Outlander, and then it goes, and you hope for the best. And it's amazing to think back.
Tell you what, I wish I could get one of those big BMW signs for my garage.
I bet they're around. They're just hard to transport.
Yeah, well, it'd be cool. Man, how fun. I really enjoyed that. That was
You
great.
also remember when these came out. Like, some of them are predate when I think of that design as being fun.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's easy to kind of think about the cars individually, but it's interesting to see them all together and be like, okay, these were all happening at the same time. This was going on. The X5 was such a big deal that they had random German
and the
silver skiers.
Right. The late 90s bubbles, the SUT.
Comics of the Silver Surfer, BMW has silver skiers.
There you go. Some auto show car spotting. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it as much as we did. I bet you didn't, but we don't care.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bye.